Today, let us start with lesson haloalkanes and haloarenes. First, let us discuss about stereoisomerism. First is optical isomerism. In optical isomerism, let us discuss about optical activity. Some of the organic substances shows the properties of rotation of plane polarized light, and this phenomena is known as optical activity. And such type of compounds are called as optically active compounds. Here you can see the ordinary light is passed through Nicol prism, which is also known as polarizer, so that the ordinary light will pass through Nicol prism and form plane polarized light like this in a straight direction. Then now it is dipped into organic substrate aqueous solution, so that and again it is passed through the analyzer. Here you can see the analyzer. Then we will see the plane polarized light will be deflected towards right or left, and angle between angle of rotation is theta. Now polarimeter is used to measure or observe the optical activity. If the ordinary light turns into right side, then it is known as dextrorotatory. If it turns into left side, then it is known as levorotatory. Now angle of rotation theta. Factors. The factors which affect are nature of organic substance or compound, then nature of solvent, concentration of solvent or solution, then temperature, length of polarimeter tube, then wavelength of light. As these are angle of rotation depends on so many factors. Now it is also known as specific rotation, which is denoted as alpha. Now alpha limits phi to t equal to theta by c into L. The angle of rotation when concentration of solution is 1 gram per cc and length of polarimeter tube is 1 decimeter dm. Now let us discuss about conditions of optical activity. The molecule of compound should be asymmetrical, and or the molecule of compound should be chiral. Chiral means when original image and mirror image do not overlap each other, whereas achiral, that means the original image and mirror image overlap each other. Now here you can see the elements of symmetry. First, the plane of symmetry. Here the examples CH3, CH3. It may be chiral or achiral. Here you can see it is achiral, so because it the mirror image overlaps on the original image, and it is also achiral because mirror image overlaps on the original image. Now here axis of symmetry. Here you can see this is achiral, as the original image will overlap the mirror image, and here also we can see it is achiral compound NH3, which is the original image overlaps the another image, the mirror image. Now here you can see the central of symmetry. Example is CONH C2 H2 OH2. Here the example of asymmetrical carbocation. Now here conclusion. If a molecule is heavy, having only one chiral carbon atom, it is always optically active. For example, here you can see CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH3. Here you can see the chiral compound and optically active in nature. Now, the molecule having two or more asymmetrical carbon atom may be optically active or not. For example, here you can see the compound, that is CH3, CHOH, CHOH, CH3. When we draw a structure, here you can see it is achiral and optically inactive in nature. Now let us move on to optical isomers. Now here we can see the plain polarized light is dipped into the organic solution and then passed through the analyzer, so that the plain polarized light will be bend into right side or left side. If it is bend into right side, then it is optically active, called as dextrorotatory, whereas if it bend to that left, then it is known as optically inactive or levorotatory. Now optically active isomers. First is enantiomers, the optical isomers which bear mirror image and object relationship. Properties of enantiomers. Enantiomers have identically physical properties except their direction of rotation of plane polarized light. Enantiomers have similar chemical properties except their creation towards the chiral chemical reagent. Enantiomers have different biological activity. Now optical isomerism. Here optical activity. Some of the organic substances show the potential polarized light. This phenomenon is known as optical active, and such type of compounds are called as optically active compounds. Here you can see the same thing we have discussed. First the plain polarized light. First the normal light is taken, then passed into Nicol prism, and Nicol prism is from the Nicol prism it forms plain polarized light. Then it is dipped into aqueous organic substance, then into analyzer. Now we can see left side direction or right direction. It is also known as levo or dextrorotatory. Polarimeter is used for measuring optical activity. Angle of rotation theta. The factors which affects angle of rotation is nature of compounds, nature of solvent, concentration of solution, depends upon temperature, then depends upon length of polarimeter tube, then wavelength of light. Because it depends on so many factors, it is called as specific rotation and denoted by alpha. Alpha T pi equal to theta q by c into L. Now it is angle of rotation when concentration of solution is 1 gram per cc and length of polarimeter tube is 1 decimeter. Now conditions of optical activity. First is nucleophilic substitution reaction proceeds via two mechanisms. First is addition elimination mechanism, second is elimination addition mechanism. First addition elimination mechanism. First is addition of nucleophile. Here due to resonance we can see if addition of nucleophile, then due to resonance it turns into like this, then finally into this substance. The rate is directly proportional to the stability of carbanion. Here you can see the process of addition of nucleophile. Now let us move on to the elimination. Here you can see the nucleophile is eliminated. The carbanions are stabilized by electron withdrawing group. So it is easy of substitution increases with electron withdrawing group. Now elimination addition mechanism. Here you can see benzene, the structure of benzene. First formation of benzene. Here the structure. The hydrogen is taken away, then NH2 is added, so that we'll get this structure. Then slowly we'll get the benzene. And addition of nucleophile, second step. Here the nucleophile is added, which is negative in power. Then we'll get carbanion. Then slowly we'll get this structure, which is NH2. Now electrophilic substitution reaction. Here halogens are oxygen phosphorus directing group R plus, and minus X are deactivating groups. Here you can see the addition of Cl2 or FeCl2 causes ClCl, that is ortho and para position, and in every substance we'll get ortho and para position. When we add concentration H2SO4, then concentrate H2SO4, then RX, AlCl3, etc. Now let us discuss reaction with metal. Na is fitting metal, and Walras fitting reaction. Two reactions. First is asymmetrical carbon atom. Here you can see, if a molecule is having only one chiral atom, it is always optically active. For example, CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH3, which is optically active in nature. The molecule having two or more asymmetrical carbon atom may be optically active or not. Here, for example, let us see this example, which is CH3, CHOH, CHOH, CH3, which is optically inactive. Whereas here you can see another example, CH3, CHOH, CHCl3, CH3, which is optically active. As here you can see, both has two chiral carbon atoms, but one is optically inactive and other is optically active. So we can say that molecule having two or more asymmetrical carbon atom or chiral carbon atom may be optically active or not. Now diastereomers. These optically isomers which are neither same nor mirror image is seen. For example, CH3, CHCl, CHOH, CH3. Diastereomers differ in physical and chemical properties. Number of optical isomers in compounds having n number of asymmetrical carbon atoms. The formula is 2 power n. Here you can see the molecular, for example, let us take molecular formula of C6H12O6, that is glucose or fructose. Both have same molecular formula, but the structure is different. As here you can see, here you can see the structure. Both have 4 chiral carbon atoms, and here it has glucose has 4 chiral carbon atoms, so total isomers is 2 power 4, whereas fructose have only 3 chiral carbon atoms, so the total isomers is 2 power 3, that is 8. Now let us discuss about epimers. These are those diastereomers which differ in configuration only at one carbon atom. Here you can see, this is epimer of this, because it differ in configuration at one carbon atom, as here you can see. Now anomers. These diastereomers which differ in configuration at first carbon atom, example glucose. Now chemical properties. First is nucleophilic substitution reaction. These haloarenes are less reactive than haloalkanes due to following reasons. First is resonance, as here you can see. Due to resonance, carbon and Cl bond acquires partial double bond character, so the replacement of this D becomes difficult. Here you can see the structure of 5 resonant molecules. Now then, second reason is hybridization of C atoms. Then third reason is polarity of CX bonds, carbon halogen bonds. Then fourth reason is instability of phenyl C+. Here you can see the instability form. Note, if electronic withdrawing groups such as NO2, C and CHO and so on are present at ortho and para position, the substitution takes place rapidly. So we have completed the lesson haloalkanes and haloarenes. Thank you.